Alright, in this video we will solve this system of polynomial equations. Now, by the way, at a glance I see that this is quadratic. It is squared. That means that that top equation is a polynomial. That top equation is a parabola. Now I'm looking at the bottom equation and I'm seeing that nothing is squared or anything like that. So that means that this is linear. So this is going to be some type of a straight line. So I'm picturing this type of thing and I'm imagining that this system might have up to two solutions similar to this. So that's what we're looking for, is these two intersection points. Okay, now we will solve this system by substitution. Y equals all of this. So what I could do is take all of this and substitute it in for y right there. So if I recopy this, this bottom equation, so I have negative 2x, and then it's plus 2y. But instead of y, I'm going to put what y is equal to. I'm going to put x squared minus 6x plus 4. Okay, so I have negative 2x plus 2y. I've substituted all this stuff in for y, and that is equal to negative 4. Notice this equation has only x's, so I should be able to solve it. So a little distributive property over here, folks. That's going to give me plus 2x squared minus 12x plus 8. And I'm bringing down this negative 2x. Let's combine these like terms right here. All right, negative 2x and negative 12x, that's negative 14. So now I've got 2x squared minus 14x plus 8 equals negative 4. Now I'm going to add 4 to both sides. So that gives me 2x squared minus 14x plus 12 is equal to 0. All right, so I'm going to try to solve this equation. I'm noticing that there's a common factor here. All of these terms are divisible by 2. So when you're solving an equation, if there's a common factor, it's okay to divide everything by that common factor. So this equation will now become x squared minus 7x plus 6 equals 0. 0 divided by 2 is 0. So now this looks easy to factor, and that's what I'm going to try to do. X squared will be x times x. 6 could be 2 times 3, but looking at that 7, I'm thinking 6 times 1. Inner plus outer equals middle. Inner, I have 6x. Outer, I have 1x. I'm trying to get negative 7, so both of these would have to be negative, which means both of these would be negative. Now, negative 6 times negative 1 is positive 6, so I have factored it correctly. To go ahead and solve it, I need to set these factors equal to 0. Adding 6 to both sides gives me x equals 6. Adding 1 to both sides gives me x equals 1. Now, this is not the end. All right, keep that 6 and 1 in the back of your mind. But this is not the final answer. Okay, I guess I didn't need to make it that big. Let me make it a little smaller. This is not the final answer because in the original equation, I had x's and y's. All right, this is a system of equations. It has x's and y's. So I have found the x's, which are 6 and 1. So I'm going to put 1 and 6 right there. I found the x's, but I have not found the y's yet. So I need the y's that go with these x's. So how will I get the y's? Well, what I can do is I can take these x's and substitute them back in to find out what y is. So for example, all right, if I want to find this y right here, then I'm going to use 1. So y equals 1 squared minus 6 times 1 plus 4. If I solve this, that's going to tell me what y is. So that's going to give me y is equal to 1 minus 6 plus 4. Okay. 1 minus 6, that's negative 5. And negative 5 plus 4 is negative 1. So y is negative 1. Okay, now that's sort of the long way. If I have access to a TI-30XS multi-view, then I might use the table feature. Okay, so see this equation, y equals blah. So I might just type this into my calculator if I want to save myself some time. X squared minus 6x plus 4. Okay, and you know what? I'm going to use the ask feature because I like it. Okay, so check it out. My two x values are 1 and 6. So what I can do, let me make this bigger. If I type in 1, it's going to tell me the y value that goes with 1. And if I type in 6, it's going to tell me the y value that goes with 6. All right, so you can use your calculator. So I've got negative 1 and 4. So I found the negative 1 the long way a minute ago, but now I have the 4 as well. So these are the solutions. 1 comma negative 1 and 6 comma 4. These are the points of intersection. Now let's look for them. 1 comma negative 1. Oh, that's it? That's all you got? That's not it. 1 comma 4. Nope. 1 comma negative 1, 6 comma 4. There you go. The answer is C.